Hello, and welcome to this entry onto the meats playlist, the beef jerky playlist. And for this video, we will be looking at the third of four products from Baja Jerky. Okay, this is the sweet orange beef jerky. So this came as part of a group set of their regular line products, and there are only four of them, this being the third. There is one still to do. They do have a 2-product short line of keto friendly advertised products which are not here at the moment, but after this line I think I will order them in at some point. So what you have here is a 2.5 net weight ounce bag. That, in comparison to a Jack Link's bag, is just slightly smaller. The dimensions of the package are different, all right? So the Jack Link's bag would be 2.65, all right? This is 2.5 or 2.50. Looking at the front of the packaging, it is not packaging that would attract me under regular circumstances, but it would now that I've had 2 of their other products. So it is denoted as 10 grams per serving. There are 2.5 servings in the bag, and that is important. When I show you the nutritional information, you want to take any of those numbers on a calculator and multiply it by 2.5. All right? No MSG, and it is also nitrate free. Now, MSG, they do use tamari sauce, all right? So it's MSG free except for that found naturally in the sauce, and it is nitrate free except for what is naturally found in sea salt. And that is about it. Sweet, citrus, tender with a yum, with a yum, okay? Gluten-free for that one person in the world that may or may not see this video that actually would have a problem with gluten. And the cows have had no hormones added, because that's important, evidently. Moving to the back. So they have their little write-up. I am not going to get into the write-up on this. This is made for Baja Jerky of Bueno, California. It is down here. The website is bajajerky.com. You have a Best Buy date that is always printed across the bottom there. So that is October 2022, so we're well within date of that. Barcode and manufacturer's information. If you want to know the manufacturer's information, you want to pause in 3, 2, or rather the nutrition information. Let me restart that count for you. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so only other thing that's a little bit different about this one, it has a carb count, all right? It is sweet after all, so I did put the total carbs is 4 grams. All 4 of those grams are added sugars. So 4 grams total carbs is only 1% of your daily, but since they are all added sugars, that is actually 8% of your added sugar daily, all right? And we're moving on. Let me file that. So it's a hanger bag. I got this in a set. It was 4 of these bags and a couple other bonuses in a large bag. It is under the Amazon review playlist. I will link to the bag. It is a little pricey, okay? This stuff outside of review material, I would not consider buying. Number one, I am not attracted to this look of the packaging. Or I wouldn't have been before. Now that I know what's in these packages, what's on the front doesn't really matter. It's working out to $6 and something per bag, all right? I am not suggesting, and I never do suggest anyone buy from Amazon for the sake of anything shown on this. It's more the Amazon storefront. I'm not a fan of Amazon, number one. But it is convenient when you're trying to cut down on shipping prices from a whole bunch of different places. So anything that I promote as being in the Amazon storefront, do take that with the idea that I am not trying to promote the idea of you just buying from Amazon for something that I'm showing. If you're buying, let me put it this way, if you're buying from Amazon anyway, if you're going to do it anyway, then I'm just letting you know that this stuff is there too. That all said, I'm getting into it. There's a hanger hole right there, but as I said, this one, boo, hey, boo. Okay, all right. Not quite David's level of foobar, but okay. Wow, that is some ridiculously good smelling stuff. Okay, it doesn't come across as orange. It does come across as sweet. God, that smells good. Okay, so, like, I guess meat air fresheners wouldn't be a good idea. So that's what it's looking like in there. It doesn't look like much actually in there, but that's okay because I'm going to dump it on a paper towel that I got under me there and my trousers a little bit, but that's okay. I'm going to remove the thing that I may very well lick later and put that back in the bag. I'm going to stow the bag off to the side, and this is what you're looking at. So we got a bit of shake going on, which has been the norm. This stuff, unlike the second product I did last week, is looking like it's got a higher moisture content. And it doesn't seem like they've cut it down. It looks like it's been cut in long strips and they've let it break down by itself. That's what it looks like. I'm not suggesting that's what they actually purposely did. All right. So this piece is above average. It looks like something missed getting cut. This piece is about the average there. It is dark. The stuff is fairly tender, it is appearing. It is falling apart. All right. The stuff is, it's not as powdered with whatever seasoning as the last one. It's more in line with the original, the first one I did. But you can see it is seasoned fairly well, fairly evenly. Everything looks good. Here we go. I'm going to start with like a small piece. Very tender, but at the same time, there's resistance when chewing. Very sweet. So, on the front here, it's sort of slightly nondescript. The first one, I believe, was Heat 1, Sweet 3. The second one was Sweet 1, Heat 3. And this one is Sweet 5, Heat 1. So I'm not picking up... I'm picking up citrus, but nondescript. Like, usually with citrus in flavorings in the American market, you're dealing with one of two things. Orange or lemon. Sometimes lime, but in a lot of cases, when there's lime involved, it's with lemon. This, hold on, let me get a bigger piece here. Okay, so there is a whisper of orange. Sort of coming in late. But it's not overblown. It's not like, I was expecting like straight orange flavor. Because if anybody could pull it off, it would be them. This tastes like beef jerky, like really, really good beef jerky with a little zing at the end that may be orange in there type deal. The stuff's tender, but it is a little bit of a chew, which I like. It's really good. I'm very impressed with this company in general. Where this sits, sweet is not something I necessarily look for in beef jerky. You know, when my Stokers, I lean towards sweet, which is why Stokers. But beef jerky, not so much. Although this has just enough of a zing at the end that it keeps me interested. So, I don't think this is my favorite thus far. And I don't think, no matter what they do, whether it be this 4-run series or the 2 products from their keto-friendly series, I don't think there's going to be any product in this that can beat their traditional beef jerky. This is really good. Last week's salsa fresca was really good. But that traditional one of 2 weeks ago that'll be on this playlist, in fact, I will link it in one of these boxes that pop up at the end. That is something. It's besides the original goat, which I am now seeing is possibly out of business, which I'm a little bit upset about. That one was standout product of any product line of any type. It was a standout showing of beef jerky, their traditional. I will link it at the end. This is really, really good. I mean, if I had not had that one, I'd be like, oh wow, this is one of the best ones I ever had. It's really, really good. But after that traditional one, which I did first in the line because start with the basic, right? After that, this is not in first place. That said, the more I talk, there is a spicy aspect. Like when they put heat on there at 1, do note that they're not putting it at 0. There is a little zing at the end of this stuff, which, as I said, makes it interesting. I mean, if you're out on the West Coast, if you're in California or whatnot, I have a feeling this stuff is probably being sold in convenience stores. If that's the case, 1, you're extremely lucky. I sort of envy you. But 2, you really need to try it. I would start with the traditional, obviously, but any of them thus far. I got one more left, the really hot one, or the supposedly really hot one. The Baja Jerky is really, really good and worth a look. It's a little pricey online, but it's running about $6.50 a bag. And that goat that I got, which was worth every penny, was close to $10 a bag. All right, so this has been my review of Baja Jerky's Sweet Orange. Excellent stuff. No real papery tear on this, by the way. All right. As always, I do hope you guys are all well. Thank you for watching. Do take care of yourselves, and God bless.